Good evening, Dark Lords and Shining Heroes. Welcome to another hashtag YouTube project. And this this episode, we are going over what it is that we use to do what we do. Now, I would like to actually just personally show you my stuff, but I don't really have a camera or anything to do that with. So don't really have a way to do that. So I'm basically just going to be showing pictures of it on Google, because Google. Now, firstly, we have my my laptop, which I do all my gaming on and all my recording on. I don't have any recording software for any of my consoles. So I don't have any capture cards or anything like that for my consoles. So I don't do anything with my PlayStation or anything like that. But the computer I'm using is the Asus G75VW. It's a older model, Republic of Gamers, beastly computer. I say beastly. It used to be beastly. It's probably about average nowadays. But it has an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 660. So, and a i7 processor. So it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. What is that? Oh, that's actually pretty badass. Anyways, despite me getting sidetracked, the next piece of equipment that I use is my SteelSeries headset. It's actually this one right here is what I use. It has a little retractable mic, as you can see right there, and honestly, it's got fairly good sound quality, at least in my opinion, and it's really comfortable. I'm not a big fan of headsets and stuff because they never seem to fit quite right, and they always get really annoying to have, especially considering the fact I don't keep a headphone over my right ear. A little bit of paranoia there, but for whatever reason, not being able to hear the world around me bothers me to an extreme, so yeah, I don't keep my headphone on my right ear. And this headset's one of the only ones I've ever had that didn't make that just unearthly uncomfortable to not have it on my right ear. Now, the next thing I use, I also have a Xbox 360 controller that I use for different games such as The Way of the Samurai, Lichdom Battle Mage, a lot of the first-person shooters. I know a lot of people think, oh, mouse is the way to go with that, it's so much easier. Not for me. For whatever reason, that joystick is so much smoother when it comes to actually aiming. But that's just me, so we all have our own preferences. Next up is the Shadow Play feature of my NVIDIA graphics card. Anyone that has a 650 and higher, you get this as long as you have the GeForce Experience downloaded, and basically you can use it to record just about anything. Currently it's what I'm using to record my desktop, which is actually a new feature which it didn't used to have, but it's nice. Now, before I used that, I used to use OBS. I still would use OBS for a few things, but for whatever reason it stopped working with my my webcam, so it's kind of lost its one greatest use, was the fact that it could record my webcam. And now that my GeForce can do screen capture, I really don't have a need for OBS as much. Now, on to the rest of my software. This is just what I use for recording. Now, the next question would be, what do I use to render with? Or to actually make my videos? Well, I don't have a whole lot of money at my disposal. This computer I have is my most costly item, but I got it refurbished, so it's not even like it's a new one. It's not even like it's remotely full price. Matter of fact, it wasn't even half of its full price. But I use Movie Maker. I'm currently in the process of working on making one of my Way of the Samurai videos. But Movie Maker from my experience, renders quite quickly. And so when I'm doing like small projects like this, or like with Samurai, where I don't have to do a lot of heavy editing, sure, whatever, OBS, I normally go ahead and do it on here. But if I'm going to do something that needs a lot more editing, I use Movie Studios, Sony Movie Studios. It's the dumbed down version of the Vega system. This cost me like 40 bucks. Oh crud, I'll have to edit that out. Yeah, that probably wasn't the best idea on earth, but anyways, no. I use the Sony Movie Studios 13, which is a dumbed down version of the Vega system, but it's a lot cheaper than the Vega system. In fact, that those are like $100, $200 programs if you actually buy them. This was about 50 bucks at Best Buy. So, yeah, it's significantly cheaper, but it has a lot more options for tweaking things than the Movie Maker does. Other than that, that's basically all I use. Now, I'm waiting for the rest of the hashtag YouTube projects to come out, because I'd really like to see what kind of equipment and software the others are using. I know there has to be some way that people like pre-schedule their uploads and stuff, and so that they release at certain times. I don't have that. I kind of just before I go to sleep, I'll set them up on my Chrome, and I will upload them from there. And then it's just whenever it gets done is when it gets uploaded. I don't have good internet, so I can't do it while I'm actually up. Otherwise, my internet basically just dies horribly. So uploading isn't a quick process for me. But anyways, guys, I hope this was informative, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I hope all of you YouTubers that are watching this, you participate in the hashtag YouTube project, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.